Well, Mr. Millennial, I finally figured out how to make it stop raining.
Yeah, pull off a pond job and go to something else.
And move all the equipment off the lake job and bam, the sun comes out.
Yeah.
We've done a little bit of work on this stretch of river, and the view just never gets old right here.
No, it doesn't.
It definitely don't help productivity.
No.
Good thing this is a time and material job.
We got the wrong stuff in the cooler for this.
All right, guys, well, here's kind of what's going on. It rained 2 days this week. Yesterday, we moved equipment into a different job because we're actually going to build a rock wall here. They're calling for rain 2 days. Today's Wednesday. They're calling for rain Thursday and Friday.
Correct.
So
and Saturday now.
We're about ready to go stir crazy. We got to do something.
Yes.
So long story short, we went ahead and pulled the 210 and Bubba Jump off the lake job. It is what, maybe 10 miles up the road, the lake job?
Yeah.
We're close. We're in the same neighborhood. And we're actually down here working for my cousin. We've done a bunch of work here before. Maybe I'll sneak over and show you. We built a big retaining wall over there and some other stuff. He's got a really nice place up here. That is his garage with an apartment in it. And the plan is to build a house here at some point in the future. And before he builds the house, he would like to gain a little bit of yard here. And there is all these very large sandstone rocks around here, a few of them piled up right here. The goal is to move this wall out, build a big retaining wall using these natural rocks, and basically increase his square footage here for the house, so whenever he builds the house is not on the wall and he's not falling down the hill, yada yada yada. There's some big rocks in there.
There is some big rocks in there.
Some really big rocks in there.
I want to see you move the one on the corner. That's what I want to see.
I might, just for the heck of it. Don't tempt me.
Oh, I'm tempting you.
What did he?
Yeah.
What did he do? I don't even want to know.
He wanted to make sure he rip his limbs off, I guess.
So my cousin, he's actually been on videos a few times before. He's a logger, and for some reason he is determined to keep this ugly maple tree. I told him my 210 chainsaw is a little bigger than his little Husky, but
So should we take it down just for spite? Since he cut the 2 limbs off of it.
at least he's going to keep from scratching the new machine. All right, I think the first thing we need to do first is dismantle this wall.
Take apart to reassemble.
Yeah. I think another thing worth mentioning is another cousin that owns an excavating company was supposed to have already had this done.
Does this rock not look like tree bark?
Oh, we got, yeah, a little bit. We got to show them the pizza later.
Oh yes, the pizza slice. 100% got to show that one.
All
Looks
right.
like tree bark.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Well, let's, ow, there's a hole there. Let's fire up.
Start tearing stuff apart.
Tearing some stuff apart and
Now remember, Mike,
see what happens.
you got to utilize these rocks. So just because we're disassembling it doesn't necessarily mean we have to tear it apart, all right? We already see we got some delicate rocks here.
Oh man.
All right? So you can't just go gangbusters.
I don't know how I got in the rock stacking puzzle Jenga business.
I don't know. It's actually pretty comical to watch it because it's like you're using your hands and now it fit just right, and then the next one.
There's a reason why there's a lot of time lapse, because there's some unkind words involved when doing this. So, all right, let's fire up the 210 and do something. All right, step one, disassemble old wall. Man, I really love working down here on the river. I don't know why, it's just peaceful, good views. Watch the boats go up and down. Plan is we're going to stack this stuff back here kind of out of the way. We can reach it and get to it later. I've got some bigger rocks. What I'd like to do is take those bigger rocks, use them on the lower section of the wall, and we'll use these smaller rocks a little more towards the top. Be the ideal plan. I think we got plenty of rock to choose from, but you just never know till you start stacking. I'm gonna get too carried away and go destroying a bunch of rock we may need later. Trying to be gentle.
So I just walked down the hill here. You guys can see how steep this is. I'm only 30 feet from Mike, and you can see how much higher up the hill he is. That's a really big one right there. Yeah, like big. You might take the ones off the top first. Sir, yes, sir. Uh-oh. Oh, man, he lost a little guy.
Put there by a 450 John Deere excavator, which is about twice the size of this one. I don't see no point of dragging it up here on top of the hill when we're just going to put it back in down there again. So let's let that one stay put there for a minute. Maybe we'll just use gravity in our advantage and ease it down.
I legitimately was getting ready to ask you, do you want me to step about 30 feet to my right so you can roll it once downhill and get it out of your way?
No, let's leave it right there. We'll get everything else up. That may be the first rock we place, and we'll work around it from there.
10-4.
Curious how big his cousin is over here.
It looks like it's a little smaller, but not much.
Oh yeah, we gotta keep the maple tree.
Daggone maple tree. Daggone maple tree. I'm assuming you asked your cousin and he confirmed? It's nowhere near the size. That is if the other rock doesn't make him lose his grip. Now he can grab it. Boom. Dang, that's bigger than what I thought it was. That's bigger than what I thought it was.
It just fell off. You should have seen this ant colony we just dug up. It was crazy.
Oh boy.
On the backside of this flat rock right here behind it.
Are they red? Don't want to get too close. I don't think we have fire ants around here. Oh, I see them all on the rock. Oh yeah.
Remember some busy little ants.
Yes, they are. Thousands of them. Well, that's a big old flat rock. Well, if that sucker wasn't so long, you'd have had him. Big old flat rock. So as you guys heard early in the video, house potential, blah, blah, blah. However, supposedly somewhere in this overgrown area, there is a big rock somewhere in here that we are supposed to find, expose, get rid of all this stuff, and tie onto it with the other rocks and come over there and curl around and past that maple tree. So now the quest is, where is the treasure within the trash? It's always fine, right? Ooh, you're on the edge, oh boy. Oh, yeah, put it, yeah, I saw that. Put it in high gear. I watched you do that.
That's the exciting path. I don't want to take the boring path.
I'm definitely sure it was way more exciting up there than it was down here. You know, we were standing here videoing where the boom and stick would end up if you did come off that hillside. Also, there's a water line in there somewhere that property owner swears Mike's gonna hit it. We say we're not. We'll see if we have Old Faithful shortly. Oops. Well, I haven't heard him hit a big rock yet.
You see a big rock in there?
No, I was just telling your people I haven't seen or heard you hit a big rock yet. That sounded like a big rock. There it is. That's definitely a big rock. Not as big as its big brother over there, but it's a big rock right there on the corner. Straight below your bucket right there. That's the very top of it. You were just off your left of it. You literally made a circle around it. What was that? What did you just drop out there? Your phone or the radio? Oh boy, and he's gonna try to get it with the bucket. Do you know how easy it would have been for you to just step out of the excavator and grab that? Oh my gosh. Is it the radio? If so, I'll keep talking. Yeah, quit it. You get out of the daggum machine. You lazy sucker today.
Got it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Keep going there, buddy.
That rock don't look near as big as it was advertised to be.
No, all I'm saying is it's the biggest rock I see so far. Maybe if you come down a little further and take out the rest of these saplings, there'll be a bigger one.
Well, Mr. Millennial, I guess we can call that progress.
Absolutely.
I'm really disappointed by this large rock in the weeds, though.
Not all that large, is it?
It's not that large at all.
That's a large rock.
I'm not sure if I'd base my whole wall around this one random rock in the bushes over there, but
yeah,
that's what he wants to do. That's the point we were told to go to. So I think what we need to do at this point is we got us a little bit of a notch or a bench cut there. Set a handful of rocks in there, maybe get worked over to this point, and then we'll try to get that big rock wiggle down in there. We gotta be a little bit careful because the water line that feeds his house goes right underneath the excavator there. We don't need to flood the cut here.
I told him the property owners guarantees will hit it. Remember, that was the words he said?
Yeah, that's his exact words. I'm not going to take him up on that bet because I ain't for sure yet. But
he even went and bought couplers just in case.
All right, I guess let's find a handful of rocks. Let's get this section stacked. We may try to get us a little bit of dirt backfill down in there where I can kind of bring that machine down the hill to wrestle that rock around. Obviously, we need to get the bigger rocks on the bottom, right?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Realistically, you're going to have a small tip sticking out that way or starting. You got a nice flat edge on it here. It's just a small tip against the first rock.
Well, that's what we may have to find some of them small rocks and put in there. Let me, how's it sitting level wise?
Remember what the top side looks like. You need to roll it towards me by pushing the front end in the ground a little bit.
All right, let me do that. And let's set one next to it and kind of see what it looks like. If it's a complete disaster, we'll just start over.
So that's the view from down here, guys. This side here is going to work out great. We just got to find a rock similar in thickness. My biggest concern is that slope on the left-hand side, our left-hand side of that rock. We might be able to span one and shove a medium in the middle. We'll find out. Need to rotate your right corner. Yep, keep going, keep going. Keep going in that direction once you get another bite. No, right there, right there, right there. Now take your left-hand side and push it out some. Keep coming, keep coming. Oh, right there. Now if you can smack it straight to your right to get it closer to that rock, you got about a 6-inch gap currently. Good. The bottom's touching. Be mindful, the two elevations are probably 10 inches. The one you're on right now is 10 inches lower. Nice. Now slide it to your right about 10 inches. Keep going, keep going. Right there. Now pull that corner you just moved back to you just a hair. Not much. A few inches. There you go. Let me climb up there and look at that and make sure it's not too far back. Oh! Yeah. Can you get behind it and shove it straight forward? About 6 inches? This is where he gets aggravated because I'm picky just like he's picky.
Keep in mind, I want that wall to kind of step back as we go up.
And it right now it's stepping back a foot. I'd like to make it step back 6 inches. And we're going to try to line it with that other rock too. Right there, right there, right there. That looks good. Mike is pretty confident that this one has got too much weight for the excavator to reach over. So he's going to let it roll down the hill. You guys see that stump right there underneath this bucket? He's going to try to use that to his advantage. I'm assuming he's going to put his track up on it. Your all's guess is as good as mine. Oh heck, 210 handled that just fine. I personally believe you have a little too much elevation there, bud.
That's what I want. We'll stack these up to go over top of that one.
So you're going to use that great big long flat one to go across all three of the base.
Yeah, I guess the question I got is that face look good, or do I need to roll that my left-hand side around?
You need to pull the left-hand side towards you. The right-hand side is tucked in there so freaking nicely, I hope it doesn't move. I mean, you guys look at that. That looks great. Let's see what happens. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Hold that and let me eyeball it straight down the wall. Hoi! Oh yeah, that's a beaut, bud. That worked out great. Get up in here and show you guys a close view as to how that nested. I mean, just look at that. It doesn't get much better than that right there.
We'll go right in there, and then we'll see if we can get this section of wall built up to that height. Does that make sense?
If I don't drop my radio, makes perfect sense. You're gonna shove you another wedge rock in there and then hopefully find one that's the right thickness to get you to this height right here. We need our nailed it button on that rock. That was great.
And making fun of my rock?
No, you said I'd like to get another medium-sized one to build that up so we could put a big one on, and you come over with a massive rock.
Oh, call this medium compared to some of the others.
Here we go. It's relative to the rock you're talking about, right? Oh boy.
Not being too tall, we'll have to get a little bit plan. We'll find out.
It's gonna be daggone close. You're wanting to bump that last big one, right? Straight down right there. Hold that, because you're gonna hit the other rock with your bucket, so you need to start coming out from underneath of it. Yep. Ooh, it's a touch too tall, ain't it?
Well, if the wade's in there halfway decent, we can put a fly rock across the top of that one. They don't have to be the same elevation. How's the way on the ones below it?
The only rock it is not laying on well is that last flat one we stuck in between the two. It's about a 6-inch gap.
We can put a couple shims in there, right? Alright.
Do you have something? I'm gonna blow your mind here. Do you have something in the shape of a trapezoid?
Let me go to the store and see what I can find.
Would you please? We really need a trapezoid over here on our left-hand side.
Go shopping, I'll be back.
Can you pull that one back to you just a little bit? Right there. Nice.
I'd say we leave that alone right there and maybe try to get that great big one wrestled in next to this one. And then I've got a nice big flat rock up here. Maybe we can cap all that off. But it looks good from up here. What's it look like from down there?
Looks like I'm getting hungry. Are you ready to eat yet?
That's good.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, guys, we have made it back from lunch, and we're gonna try to get this big rock wrestled into position. It don't really matter how we go about this thing. I got a feeling it's just gonna be a fight. So first things first, I'm gonna try to get down here as far as I can. Get a little bit of a bench dug in here. Slide her around and make her stay. Gravity is not helping out my cause here. Alright guys, I have no idea how this is going to go. We're sitting in kind of a precarious spot here hanging over the edge, and we need to try to get that big rock wrestled down into that big hole without ending up down there on top of it. So I don't know.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'll bet you're ready for the show. Let's see what happens.
Oh, don't spin too much, big rock. Yep. Come on, big rock. As they would say on the show, go to your hole. There it goes. Keep going. Two more feet. Oh boy. He's coming over the hill further. He done went and lost his mind. Yes, you're plenty far down the hill. You just need to go straight right, basically a foot.
It sounds so easy. This freaking stuff up there is really screwing me.
Oh, never once did I say it was easy. I just said that's what you need to do. Hold on, let me get that. Hold that thought, everybody. No, that was not a part off of the hunt. All right, let's see if we can get it this time. You moved it a good 6 inches. You need 6 to 8 more. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Whoa, you're up tight. Nailed it. Hey, who was it that asked, can you come over on that corner and shove on it straight? Yeah, I see that grin coming across your face.
those days you wonder how in the HE double hockey sticks did I end up here.
Well, if you review the video, you'll see exactly how.
I'm sure if I want to know.
Hey, the rock's in place, people. The rock is in place. That looks good. While you're that close, can you crawl up closer to it and put some good pressure over here where you've broken the rock off and maybe get it down about 6 inches?
Sure.
Sounds great, thank you.
Got such stable footing here, I don't see how to
Left side of that rock needs to go down.
left side?
Your left side of the big rock. That's good. Now all we need is a rock to fill in that gap on the right-hand side. Let's see how that big boy fits in there. Oh, that's gonna fit nice. Come on, dirt, shove out of the way. I was just gonna say, can you pull the left side back a little bit and then shove it straight to the right about a foot? Oh, hold that right there. Now push it just straight to your right. A little more, All right, set her down right there. Ooh, so close. By the time you hinge this side around, you're going to end up a little bit gapped. So if you can get it closer, that'd be great. Let me eyeball it from this far side here, Mike. A little more. A little more. A little more. Hold that right there. That looks pretty good. Nice. That worked out great.
Swing around and show you guys, we got one more big rock we were able to steal off the bank over there placed, and Eric's thinking that's kind of our minimal height. Want to make sure we don't run out of rocks before we get what we need to get. So basically we're going to try to get this wall at least as tall as that rock right there, and if we got some extra rocks we'll come back and add a little height here and there. But take some of these smaller rocks and try to get this wall completed over to the edge over here. Then we're going to have to get re-grouped a little bit.
Can you push it down that way?
You want this corner out?
No?
Yeah, you do. You just don't know it.
I want this one further out.
What do you want?
Huh?
Now what?
You need to push down on that right back corner. Not
What?
a whole lot, but
Oh, hell?
oh. Good.
I know I am.
Rock is good.
All right, let me get these last few rocks placed and we'll show you what we got. Well, Mr. Millennial, I know one thing's for sure. We put the old work brow thumb and Hyundai 210 to the test today.
Yeah, I got a few good pictures, not just video.
She wrestled around some big ones, but man, we made pretty good progress for a rain day with the sun out. Whoa, about went down. I think Eric's about right. Top of wall right there is going to be perfect. What you guys got to envision in the future is somewhere about where the machine's at is going to be a house with a basement. He just wanted enough yard to get out in front. He kind of struggles with that over there a little bit, but man, for a bunch of random rocks that got pulled out of a hillside,
It's tall.
that looks
It's every bit of 8 foot tall.
that looks pretty awesome, don't it?
It does.
What do you think? We got maybe a third of it done?
Yeah. Yeah, because if we run a straight 20-foot leg and then kick it back.
Yeah,
to
so the ultimate goal is to turn back around and come into this 100-year-old maple tree.
At 80. 80.
That's a whole other story. All right, let's check her out from the bottom side.